Hey, and welcome back to the Emlyn in the Mix show, season 4, episode 31. We have got an incredible lineup of products coming in the next couple of months. So you definitely want to subscribe if you haven't already. What is this show about, or podcast? It is, of course, about music technology, software and hardware, music gear. If you love that sort of thing, you're going to love this show. Make sure to hit subscribe. And if you like the video today, make sure to like it on the way out. We're going to be checking out the Bazzazian, I'm probably butchering this name wrong, Bazzazian instrument, which is the Play series and the drum expansion as well. Hip hop, trap, or techno, maybe not techno, but hip hop or trap is probably where this is aimed at. We're going to be checking that out on the show today. So if you want to skip along to the timeline down below, don't want to hear me rambling anymore, you just want to hear the instrument of a timeline down below, like I do on all of my videos. And before we do though, we do need to make a quick shout out, special mention to our sponsor. Just going to jump over to the screen here, Ridley Academy. There'll be a link down below. They've been our sponsor now for a few weeks. Make sure to hit that link and check it out if you haven't already. There's a free masterclass you can try. It is basically a video going over what you will learn, but you can basically become a piano pro in 21 days. Now, that to me just sounds absolutely insane. I'm still to try this myself, but from what I've heard, incredible testimonials of it actually working. I can't wait to actually do this with you guys and become a piano pro master with you. Click the link down below. Special sponsors and supporters of the show, the Ridley Academy. All right, let's jump over to the instrument of the day, and it is Bazzazian Tapes. And what is it exactly? Tape-infused textures, sought-after sounds from the personal vault of an iconic German hip-hop producer. And you can explore synths, keys, acoustic instruments, and more infused with the character of vintage hardware. With 150 tweakable presets crafted by Bazzazian himself, and it is part of the Play series. So if you've watched any of my other videos on the Play series, you're going to absolutely love this instrument because not only does it sound quality, but it's just super easy to use. So vintage sounds for cutting-edge productions, Bazzazian Tapes digs deep into the archives of one of the most pioneering producers in German hip-hop. Packed with character and curiosity, it delivers an eclectic collection of melodic instruments all run through high-end rack gear, vintage tape machines, of course, and boutique pedals. From retro keyboards and modular synth leads to e-bowed guitars, antique harmonies, and woodwinds, it's got you covered and all you need to bring a retro flair to modern productions. And there's Bazzazian himself. You can head over to the Native Instruments website if you do want to check out a little bit more. There's a video here on his creation of the instrument and him talking about it. It's definitely worth a glance. Now, checking out the instrument itself, looking over it, it's only 2.4 gigabytes in size, and includes sounds, bowed, strings, bass, keys, mallet instruments, organs, plucked strings, reed instruments, sound effects, soundscapes, synths, and vocals. We definitely need to check out these vocals. So if I jump back to my other camera here, if you are watching this on YouTube, I do have it actually loaded on the machine. Actually, we're going to move this mug here so we can see it. We'll move it up here. But yeah, I do have it loaded on the machine, MK3. All right, I'm getting straight into the fun part. So I'll play some beats back. That's the expansion. But if we jump back to my other screen and let's jump over to Ableton Live, let's just get stuck straight into it. So here it is, Bazzazian Tapes. And I'll pull out my keyboard here. So already we've just pulled up bass movement, one of the bass presets here. And straight off the bat, pretty nice sounding instrument indeed. I wonder if you can see that if I jump over. No, you can't see my keyboard, all good. All right, let's go through some of the presets. So if you are familiar with the Play series, it is all very much nicely laid out. So for example, we look at the presets here. We can go through to categories, bass, bowed strings, keys, mallet instruments, organs, plucked strings, reed instruments, sound effects, soundscapes, synths, and vocals. I definitely want to check out the vocals because I didn't realize it had vocals on it. So we're going to kick things off today with the vocals, and then I'll navigate around the instrument itself. But it is a play series, so it's very straightforward. Here's our first vocal preset. I haven't heard any of these. Angels. Oh, that's nice. Put a chord on it. Really nice. Angels. Let's see what else we got here. Just voiced. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. What about with an arpeggiator on it? Oh, I've just put an arpeggiator. I'm just mucking around here now at this point. I love that one. That one's really nice. How nice is that? I don't know, something about that preset sounds really good. Voiced kaput. That's cool. That's really cool. That's got a vibe. So you can have a beat under that. That's hard to play actually together. Let's do it again. Anyway, just giving you some ideas here that we can do all using the Bazzazian sounds. Very cool. Definitely gives you a vibe straight away to make a beat, like really inviting that. So there's only 4 of the voice presets, but they're very nice, interesting, and have a lot of character from what I can see. Let's look at keys next. And now we should probably navigate. I should probably navigate around the instrument just really quickly. So with all the play series, you have all of your go-to parameters, usually just down below here in your macro controls. You got your balance and volume on either end. But like, for example, I haven't heard this preset yet, but let's have a listen. Okay, yeah, really cool. Again, sort of a lo-fi hip-hop sort of sound. I love those chords, but we got a cutoff filter here. I wonder if that... I was just checking what the expression pedal was doing. Actually, if I just hold it down. So nice cutoff filter. Really nice. Got a bit of saturation. Whoa, got a real lot of saturation. And we got lo-fi. Crazy lo-fi. Chorus. And heaps of delay. You could add delay and reverb here. Oh man, how good are the effects? They're really good, like. Whoa, that reverb is insane. Now you're gonna have to excuse me, I'm not familiar with Bazzazian, the hip-hop producer, as a whole. But what I'm getting from here, we're getting vibe, we're getting lo-fi vibes. We're definitely getting the vibes to make some crazy beats, which I really like. Very cool indeed. All right, let's keep going through. Burning piano. Oh, that's cool. Wow, really nice piano getting stuck into that. That's fire. What's our expression doing on this? Okay, it's just running like a low pass filter on it or something. That's a beautiful sounding piano, definitely sampled. More keys. Also in the play series, you have the dice down here if you want to mess with the sound even more. And it's actually going to load new sounds in, just completely random without going through the presets. Obviously using the sound banks from this particular library, Bazzazian Tapes. But I mean, as I said, I wasn't familiar with Bazzazian the producer as a whole, but this, if you want like that, it really lives up to the Tapes name is what I was going to say. If you want that sort of Tapes authentic sort of sound, this is definitely giving us that. All right, and also just navigating around still, you've got your sequencer here as you always do, and you can also adjust your macro controls on the front end. And then back here in the sound is you can get right into each oscillator, transpose, you know, I don't know why you'd want to do this, but you could, I guess. We could go an octave higher on oscillator A or layer A, which is our sound layer A, whatever it was, I can't remember. We jump back, hang on, get out of sound. Feedback oscillator is what it was. Just gives you another level of control to really change the sound up. But I mean, in my opinion, the macro controls down here and all the play series are sufficient enough for really messing with the sound. I forgot to mention, I'll have a link down below for this actually, affiliate link, full disclosure, yes, there is kickback for me, but actually if you do watch this show straight away when it drops, there is a 50% off discount on the bundle for what we're looking at today, which is the beats as well. I mean, come on, some of these drum packs sound really good. How good is it? Now, I haven't got you up on the screen there, but if we jump back to the screen, it's because I don't have machine. I mean, there's not really much to look at. If I show you the machine software, you guys know, it's just looking like this, right? Because I haven't sequenced anything in. I love that bass drum. All right, let's finish up on Bazzazian Tapes before we get excited in going into the machine expansion for Bazzazian, which sounds freaking phenomenal, by the way. Let's just have a look at a few more presets, and then I think we just jump out of here. Let's look at organs, because given that it's tapes, it's authentic sort of sounding. I think organs is gonna blow us away as well. Let's have a listen here. Yeah, nice. That little bit of delay is really nice too. Listen to that. Oh, that's sick. It's like a slap back delay. I want to put my chords back on. If I go to chords mode. Super nice. Woo! I could definitely make a beat with that. Let's listen to a few more. We'll come back to that preset. Really love that preset. We'll go back to organs. I don't know. Just organs is a preset name. Whole year. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah. Oh, it's so freaking good. So good. All right, so let's check out some of the sounds in the Bazzazian sound expansion for the machine player. So we'll go through a few kits here. I'll just play them back for you so you can hear them. Oof. How good's that? Anyway, let's keep going through some more. They're really crazy. They sound great. Listen to that. So sick, so absolutely sick. Nah, it's really good. With that organ too. And you got all the trills, hi-hats, you can imagine. Bit of L&R, bit of left and right. How good is that? I'm just looking at these at random too, guys. So I apologize for not telling you what each group is called here in the Bazzazian Sound Pack expansion. But honestly, sounds really dope. Let's use some of the vocal sounds. I love those samples. Freaking awesome. We'll go through a few more here. Nice. Wow. What else we got in here? Like, you know you're going to get some good trills with that. Alright. One more for fun, because there's heaps here. Wow. We'll go back to this camera here so you can see I'm actually playing the thing. I love this. Some of the samples are really cool, really subtle, but they kind of just hit you and sound really, really absolutely dope. All right, guys, I hope that sort of shows off, you know, some of the sounds from the expansion, which can be played through the machine. And yeah, just some of the presets, which are just divine. Like this is the organs one we're still in here. I mean, I've not shown you barely any of all of the categories here. I mean, you still got reed instruments, you got sound effects, soundscapes. Actually, let's before we wrap up the video, let's look at soundscapes. So Cosmic Realm, let's see what we have here. Nice. Absolutely beautiful, really beautiful. That's the first preset there on the Cosmic Soundscapes Cosmic Realm. Here to stay. Take my chords off just to mix it up. Wow, it's got heaps of decay. I don't know, my sustain pedal sounds like it's on, but it's not. It's just the preset. Literally here to stay. It is here to stay. It's not going away with that much decay. Oh, I want to hear this with chords. It's going to sound amazing. Here we go. It might be monophonic. Hang on. Oh no, there we go. What can I say? Lush. Sounds amazing. I hope I've shown you enough of it today to give you an understanding of how this sounds. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget, affiliate link for this down below if you want to get yourself Bazzazian Tapes. Sounds absolutely incredible. Do yourself a favor. And if you watch this video as it drops in the first week, you should be eligible for the 50% off the bundle, which is happening right now. So click that link down below. I'll have a link for it down below. Also, don't forget to check out our sponsor, which is the Ridley Academy. Learn to become a piano pro in just 21 days. Free masterclass for that. Link down below. Thanks for joining me, guys. We will be back next week. We'll be back next week. What do you think of my live streaming setup now? It's a little bit more professional. You know, we've got the streamer here. I can switch between cameras. I mean, I'm learning. I'm getting better though. All right, guys. And then until next time, I'll be back next week with more goodies. Literally, if you haven't subscribed or you want to know more about what's happening, you need to. Honestly, the next couple of months are going to be insane with new gear, new technology, music software and hardware, all that jazz. It's all going to be happening. So you definitely want to just subscribe right now. Even if you hate me, just subscribe because you're going to get all the latest news. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Peace out. Boo. Hey, thanks for listening to the Emlyn in the Mix podcast. Here you will find all the latest in music technology, software and hardware, interviews and more. Also, don't forget to check out the Emlyn in the Mix YouTube channel today. Till next time, keep it real.